Hall is Göring's residence in Schorfheid. It is very prestigious to receive one of these invitations. This is the manifesto of Van der Vogel, a popular German youth organization. Boysen provides inexperienced radio operators with on-the-job training. Arvid Boysen, tall, loud, cheerful, and easygoing, but he is completely transformed when he comes to work. In the office, he is strict, cold, and focused, but Mueller is wary of him for some reason.
Heil Hitler!
Heil Hitler! Oh, Meyer, I'm glad to see you.
I didn't think you would be back so soon, Boysen.
Switzerland is no substitute for the warm embrace of my wife, the sweet kisses of my beautiful little daughter. I was at a meeting with the president of the International Committee of the Red Cross, Jacob Burckhardt. There is much talk about Argentina and Paraguay, our primary targets in South America. Have you heard about Juan Domingo Perón? He's been serving as an Argentinian military attaché in Italy and has become very interested in the ideas of fascism. What neutral Switzerland are you talking about, Meyer? All our bosses keep their money in Swiss banks. The Swiss border guards turn Jewish refugees away. They only let Russian POWs in, and not all of them at that. I hear that POWs are treated well there. They get to walk every day, can use libraries and all that. They say that Soviet POWs are considered enemies of the people back at home. So many of them hope to stay in Switzerland. Switzerland always claims it's neutral, always pretends to act independently. Meyer, wait! I almost forgot your present. I promised to bring you a Swiss Army knife. Here, take it.
Thanks. I
hope to see you next week.
But
I have no time for this. I have work to attend to. Goodbye.
a Swiss Army knife with several blades.
What's the address? I expect the locals will be glad to help an SS officer.
I'd expect you're right, Wilm. Not long ago, Berlin was amongst the greatest capitals of the world, but now it had fallen on hard times. The Allies' air raids intensified with each passing day. The bombers aim for the factories, but the residential areas have taken a lot of damage as well. And the lines and lines of people. So long that many have to stand on the sidewalks and even the roadways. Fuel shortages, the coming famine, and Goebbels' speeches, these were the marks of 1944. Beck's house looked nice. The fence was neatly trimmed and there was a guard standing at the entrance. Beck was certainly no common man. General Beck's mansion is surrounded on all sides by the high buildings of ever-expanding, vibrant Berlin. A sergeant major. He cast a quick glance in my direction and then ignored me. Is this the mansion of General Beck?
Yes. Do you have an appointment? And what danger is that? The general is one of the most respected men in Berlin, and one of the busiest. Good day, sir. I'm listening. I beg your pardon?
I believe I was clear enough. Tell me about the general.
I'm a Wehrmacht officer, not a rumor monger. The general's an honest man. That's all you need to know. What?
Here you are. It's a photograph.
Oh, this. Yes, thanks.
Oh, it's Marika Roque. She looks happy. Do you know her?
If we're in the photo together, then I know her. Wouldn't you think? It's nothing. By the way, her real name is Maria Lona Kerrer.
I see. A lot of my friends would give anything to have their picture taken with her.
Do you want the photo? You can have it.
You can part with the beautiful Marika just like that.
Just like that. Take it. You're welcome.
Beautiful Marika Roque and one of Beck's guards. What an unlikely couple. From the upper floors, the whole of the general's estate lies before you. It's an excellent vantage point. An old woman in a gray jacket. Her thin hair is combed in a style that was popular in the times of the Weimar Republic. Good day, Frau.
Good day, sir. Thanks. At first I didn't take you for a real man. Still, I doubt you'd be much help.
Why's that?
It's just that I'm old. My legs refuse to move. My eyes don't see. You know, I was a dancer in a cabaret.
No. Seriously?
Yes, a dancer. I was one of the best. I was acclaimed by critics. I drew such crowds. These days, they won't even let me into the theater.
You mean as part of the audience? Why would you want that? You've already seen the other side.
Don't you see? It's the world of my youth. Oh, you just don't understand. How should I know? He'll be back. Of course I know the General. He lives in that mansion across the street. Are you going to see him? General Beck's quite a gentleman, charming and polite, and his friends are the same. One of them lived in my house for a while. What's his name? Spangler. He was a military doctor. He always paid the rent on time. Then he left. The tenants are much worse now. The first month they'll claim the wife's sick, the second...
I'm sorry.
Oh, I see that I'm keeping you. I don't want to delay you.
Not at all.
I'm the owner.
So, do you have any rooms for rent?
I'm sorry, everything's taken, unless...
Unless what?
No, technically one of the rooms is free. Its tenant is off at the front now, though he did pay several months in advance. No, there are not. I'm sorry, but I can't do anything. I told you that there's one room without a tenant, but I've received several months' rent in advance for it. Please write the numbers large, because I don't see very well these days. I'll call you. Goodbye.
Yes? He's an aristocrat. He doesn't like the Führer, but doesn't make a show of it. That's why he's still alive. Why do you ask?
I'm overseeing his case now.
Is that so? Well, in that case, I feel sorry for the fellow. Yes? Cabaret? What do you want with that, Herr Meyer?
I'd like to invite an old woman.
A grandmother, eh? Oh, you show fine taste, Herr Meyer.
So do you know where I can get it?
Not exactly, but ask around the Gestapo headquarters. I heard that someone is selling stuff like that.
Ammersee Strasse 9. My house.